Ariel, oh my god, that buff, holy shit.
Shut up, Sean.
Shut up. He's my first Nat 5, man.
I get out here trolling everyone in chat.
I was so touched
Dude,
by that buff.
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as he said that, I was like, wait a minute, did I read something wrong? And I went to go look at my aerial skills.
Like, did I miss
Did I miss something?
No, Sean's just a fucking troll.
Did I miss something here?
10, bro. 10! Holy
True.
fuck.
It's one turn left.
Okay, they didn't
I
actually
cream
go
from
through
that
with the
buff.
Jaeger one.
All right, boys and girls, aloha if you guys are joining us from the YouTube channel. Good to have you guys here today. As you can see, we have a very special podcast today. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting podcast. There's no Thompson. That is the that's the big part of the podcast. He was very sad that he was unable to join the podcast. Yeah, he told me earlier on this week he wouldn't be able to join this week. He'll be back at it next week though. I don't foresee him missing 2 podcasts. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys love Thompson, so he loves the podcast as well. So yeah, but today we do have a nice group of people that we have not seen together before. We have Junpei. Welcome back, Junpei. We've had you in the podcast before in the past, and it's been very nice. Always nice to have people from your community as well as you, people from EU, a part of the podcast. We have Sean B, right? Good to see you there, Sean. Yeah, waking up extra early during the podcast, so always appreciate it, man. I know it's like,
Probably just didn't go to sleep yet.
he said he only slept for a couple hours last night, actually. He did. We have What's in Love, and then we have Fate Mem. Yeah, which is going to be doing our featured portion of the stream today, which is mukbang portion. So I hope you enjoy that while we discuss about Summoner's War.
So what are you eating, Josh?
Oh, malatang. I don't know what that's in.
Just say it again.
What is it?
Malatang. You know, like it's like all you can eat hot pot. Like
Yeah.
like you grab what you want and then they like pretty much put it in the spicy hot pot for you.
And then after that, they just dump it out on rice or something, or they just dump it out. And you just...
Yeah, they dump it out.
I see. Spicy sour soup. That sounds pretty good, actually. Oh, making me kind of hungry.
That's
All right. So we got a lot of topics and things to talk about today. As you guys know, there was a recent, balance patch, quality of life patch, transmog release, and of course SWC is going on. So those are some of the topics that we're going to talk about today. First topic, we'll just start it off with the biggest one. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have it open. Recent balance patch notes. What are your thoughts on it? Buffs, nerfs, what have you tested out? What have you seen? What do you want to see? Yeah, coming up with these this balance patch. I'll start off.
Leona is scary.
What's that?
Yeah, I love
Leona
Leona.
is really scary.
The moment I saw that, which is at the top of the patch notes, I was like, holy crap. This sounds pretty
That
dope.
unit kills Artemil. That's why it's scary.
Yeah, it eats Ana alive, bro.
I just want to see what Lisha go on a rampage with it.
Yeah, she should be G3 this season. I mean, she should be G3 other seasons too, to be honest. But this season more so with a unit like that to pull her through some of the harder drafts, I guess you can say. So for people that on YouTube that don't really know the changes to Leona, does anybody want to go through it real quick, just so they can kind of hear about it and know more about it? Because not everybody.
Basically, to sum it up in one sentence, she's no longer squishy.
True.
Yeah.
No, she's like Rina, but now she does damage according to her defense, and she can stun you because every time you get hit, she get a shield, and it's literally unbreakable if you don't have armor break. Just like Rina,
And if
right?
you have the shield up, you deal 30% extra damage.
And it hurts.
And you have
That's a lot of damage.
What'd you say, Junpei?
It really
Sorry,
hurts.
I gotta adjust
And
this
then
out.
because you have the revenge buff, you cannot just avoid it. So really, it's gonna be a pain. I haven't met any yet in RTA, but I'm not waiting for it because really it's gonna be a pain. But I saw a couple of Wunsas now, and I think the buff he had is pretty insane, but deserved because that was not a unit that you could use a lot before, and right now it's above Triton. And it's what we need for light and dark units, right? We need them to be above the rest of the elementaries. And honestly, I think it's great that they've buffed him this way. Now it's really gonna be scary to play against comps that have Wunsa in last picks when you want to cleave or something like that. I really enjoyed the buff for Wunsa, even though I don't have it. I don't know what you guys think about the buff, but with his base speed, it's just insane.
I think it's too much.
I think for Tiana and Bastet cleave, right? And then you see people counter you with Wunsa and Triton, you were like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
Never outspeeding that shit.
Yeah, 118 base speed is pretty high, and it's a 20%. Pardon me, a 20% boost, right, for the team.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all it has to do is strip. And let's be real. I mean, there is a chance you miss all the strips.
Wheel run.
There's a chance you miss all the strips, but it's highly unlikely. So you're gonna get a boost no matter what.
Yeah, but some cleave teams want to counter Giannas and stuff, so they don't go with will or shield or anything. So then they could counter Wunsas as well.
But then they get countered by Leo and just
still
and then there's like a 320 Ganny right after it, and you're screwed.
True.
Like, you can also skill 2 with your Wunsa, right? Just beneficial block, and they can't attack buff on whatever target you want, whether it's Solution or one of the cleave units. Like, you have options even if nobody's running Will, and also that only works once. That literally never
for
works
sure.
a second time.
Yeah.
What, the Wunsa?
You catch you catch someone off guard by running no Will once, and then after that they're always going to be ready.
But like if you're a player and you have Wunsa, right, and you're smart about picking it, you're usually gonna bring it in when you know there's targets that have Will, because just certain units that get drafted in, you know they have to have Will, and they will be on Will.
Let's be real. There's always gonna be Will.
There's always one unit that has Will, and that's all that matters.
Like you can literally first pick that and not get punished.
Yeah,
if there's one unit with Will, like you just can't.
Yeah. The only person I can think of is maybe like Barry, and you might go up against him and you're like, should I
Even
use
Barry
Wunsa? Yeah, okay, yeah. True.
Even
So that means like a lot of people have Will, even Barry as well, because he's known to not run Will quite often. So how does this affect it potentially for regular arena too? Do you think the AI of it is smart enough on defense to be kind of
AI is garbage.
AI is
AI is total garbage.
Unreliable. Like
I don't think it matters. It's scary enough that people won't hit it because it's not consistent to hit into. I mean, Triton does the same thing. Triton 50-50, skill 2, skill 3, but you still don't hit Triton if you know you can't outspeed it.
AI never uses skill 3. Kanish says who has one. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so Wunsa will be interesting. You know why? Because some of these changes to, let's say, Leona and Wunsa, talking about SWC that's happening, we don't know every single person's LDNAT 5 pool. They might have it in storage and just pop it out and use it, right? So that's going to be exciting to see. Yeah, just like Fate Man. Fate Man, you have all of those, right? In the storage.
Yeah. I'm going to bring it out.
Going back to Leona to discuss that a little bit more. So now she gets a shield every time she's hit. It's not even once per turn. Yeah, I feel like they might nerf it to once per turn, but I don't know. Hopefully they don't do that to make the Leona, owners upset. But it's not even once per turn. Every time you're hit, you get a shield. That's I heard it's 200% your or 2 times your defense, right? If that's the information I'm getting that is correct. Yeah, 2 times your defense. So let's say you have 2K defense, it's supposed to be like 4K shield. Is what it's supposed to be, which is a pretty massive shield, right? Because I think 2K defense is not that achievable. Pair it up with that, you get the fact that you change all that defense or whatever's lower into attack, right? So now you're an attack-based unit as well that can do some decent damage. Because I think skills scale off attack. Do they scale off defense as well, or just attack?
Just attack.
Just attack. So she hits
your attack is your defense. It doesn't matter.
Right, and it can't be Oblivion because that happens at the beginning of the match, right?
If you Oblivion her, you stop the shield. That's it.
Right.
You can't change the stats on her.
Exactly. So like for a unit that's a bruiser type to get all those stats so easily, it's a lot. I mean, it's hard to ruin still, but it makes it a lot easier to make a god-like bruiser, right? So she's hard to kill. 4,000. She does damage.
4,000 shield theoretically doesn't seem like much, but you have to remember that unit has over 2,000 defense, so it's really, really hard to break that shield.
Well, 4,000
unless you have defense down or something.
4,000 per hit though, so it's like whatever extra, and then
I don't think it proc. Does it proc in between hits? Like if you Lucian skill 3, does it proc in between?
At the end of the hit.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It would be consistent with like Camilla and stuff like that.
But if you're trying to nuke it down, right, like a Perna or something, you're like boom, and then you're like 1k damage, and then you're like, oh crap, there's still a shield there. Like how am I gonna chip away?
The shield should get weaker if she's armor broken. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, true. If you armor break it, that's a nice way to deal with it. But yeah, her kit is very nice. Yeah, no elemental disadvantage.
Her stats are really nice.
Yeah, very consistent CC. Super consistent.
Yeah, you tested her out, right? You liked it, Sean?
Yeah, you provoke and then you stun right after. That's 2 turn. That's 2 turn lockdown on 1 unit. Gone.
Like, would you?
Emergency violent.
How would you guys suggest building her then for players out there that have Leona?
I'll go violent wills, speed, good damage, defense.
It doesn't need will.
I don't think it needs will. You go stat.
I just don't own Vanessa. You know, I'm paranoid.
I think
I'm
you
like,
go
oh,
Endure
shit,
or
what
Guard. And Guard is really, really good on her. She has 801 base defense.
True, true. End of the day, I guess you're just gonna go with an offset that will benefit you anyways. You know what I mean? So
I like speed. Violent Revenge, speed, defense, resistance.
oh, I see. Since it's so easy to kind of ruin her because you don't have to get attacked now, right? Or
The
easy,
Revenge
or
is so hard to fit, though.
Well, I'm not sure if it's that easy because you have to get speed, resistance, accuracy, defense, crit damage, and crit rate.
I don't think you go
don't
crit
need
damage.
you don't think you go
No,
crit
Not,
damage?
not
Or
a,
you
you're
go...
gonna need high accuracy on.
I don't think you go crit damage or accuracy. You go like 30 or 35 accuracy, and then maybe crit if
Well,
you
think
want.
of it this way: like Leona doesn't need a shield. Doesn't need HP. Like 20k is more than enough, because that defense gonna refresh every turn as long as you're not Oblivion, right?
True, true. And that scales better into the mid late game anyways too by going that route. You know what I mean? Huh.
Yeah, but so you wouldn't play her with crit damage, even though her defense is her attack.
If you
Because
don't build
on
her on resistance, maybe build her crit damage. The resist is worth more.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting on to resistance. Like I'm thinking, okay, this is my perspective.
I fought one today. It was so toxic. I just wanted to quit.
Josephines are currently ruined on crit damage, right? What stats do they look for? HP, attack, defense, speed, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, right? They don't look for resistance. Now with Leona, you don't have to look for any attack now. Maybe you could still build on crit damage and look for resistance instead. And it looks like you have like a very similar kind of rune efficiency kind of unit that you're trying to rune up, right? With similar stats, I would say. So
what does she get when she get evolved? Does she get any bonus on
Skill 1.
resistance?
All paladins gain
skill
something
one.
to skill 1.
Ah, okay.
Skill 1 goes from 15% chance to 85 plus
Yeah.
skill up makes
Yeah.
it 100.
Which is 100, which is nuts. Well,
yeah, I know you can't grind resistance though, but you do have those crazy efficiency resistance runes that are sitting around potentially on your account. You know what I mean? That with like a lot of HP and stats, and it has resistance like max rolls, and you're like, what the hell am I gonna do with it? This is the perfect unit, man. Yeah, like I have a slot 6 resistance rune with like 45% defense on it. You know what I mean? Speed and HP percent. I would maybe consider throwing it onto her if I had a Leona. Right? Finally a use for that crazy efficiency rune.
Let me ask you this, Josh. How fast do you think she should be? 240 or faster?
Well, the one I fought was 200 or 220.
I think 220 is
Is it on crit damage?
No, it was high resistance.
I feel like
And
if you
I
go
had
under
damage on
220
Thorn Bird and I lost.
Huh. What was it high resistance or are you just low accuracy, sir?
Yeah, I think I ran the gaming lead too.
I'm just trolling, dude. I'm just trolling.
think
Fate's always the one that's
crit damage
making
depends
fun
on
of my
your speed
accuracy.
threshold. Like
What's
if you want to go crit damage, you're probably limiting how fast you can go as well, because you need all the other stats.
I see,
Like I think 20% in, that thing violent popped once and like skill 2 provoke my bird and then revenge me for like 12k unbuff.
Wow, that's actually
Yeah.
kind of a lot. Wait, how many turns in was this into the battle? Just
20 to 30%.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then my bird just instantly melted.
So I have a second question then. Do you think it would be better to build on a crit damage then if you know for a fact that bringing it in, it's not people's main target? Like, or do you? Oh, let's ask the first question. When you draft in Leona, do you think it's gonna be people's main or first target if let through? I don't think so, right? They're not killing it first. So does it need to be that tanky?
Well,
right
depends what the other 3 units are, right? I fought an all
True.
LD team. So.
Okay. I see.
No choice. Feels bad.
Yeah,
gotta kill everything.
It was between that Visa Chow Ragdoll and Patar. So that obviously was like the last.
Who are you playing against?
I don't know, like some Chinese flag.
Huh. All right. Any other units that you guys want to bring up here? There was a lot of other units that were kind of touched. I'm actually like, what are your thoughts? I'm actually thoroughly surprised at this balance patch because I had a very low expectation that they would even release one and that the balance patch would affect anything PvP like at all. Like, so I'm very surprised that it was okay-ish of a balance patch.
Can we talk Christina?
Sure, go ahead.
What do you
Did you pay smiling?
Like you guys like the kid?
because I made a test about it, a damage test, and I think her damage is pretty okay.
Oh.
So my only question is on her skill 2, because of the
Yeah.
wording, I'm not 100% sure on this, but does she put 5 dots?
Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Well, I
has
wasn't sure if
50%
it's if
chance
you
for
strip,
it.
you put a dot, or if it's you
Yeah.
just put dots.
Yeah, you just put dots.
So 5 hits,
Um,
25%. It's pretty good. Kills through
I-
Triana, dots.
I tried her with my KB5 Katarina's runes just to check with a special setup just for arena. We in kind of a slow cleave thing, but I don't have Tiana, so it was hard to set up. But just to try it out without all the skill ups, I did 82k on a Ritesh and 142k on a unit level 1 with break def. So, well, it's pretty good for slow cleaving, but I think it requires a setup, and it's not good against all unit like Vanessa and Triana and everything. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about the buff. I don't know if she's usable for RTA. Actually, I kind of doubt it because you cannot use it as the same way as you use Shihu, for example. But for cleaving, I think she's pretty good with a slow. If I had the chance of having Tiana, I would build her a slow cleave team with her, Tiana, Galleon, and probably Zeros as a lead, and that would probably work.
So it sounds like your multipliers are actually pretty good. Could you kind of refresh me since you tested on what the third skill is now? People are telling me it's like a turn 2 kind of damage dealer now.
Turn 2? What do you mean by turn 2?
Like if she gets hit or right? So
Yeah,
she
wants her team or herself get hit so that she can do more damage.
Right.
Like
so,
on average rune set, right? I test in the pre-patch, she did like 38k with like a couple units alive. But now, as long as she has one teammate alive, she does the same damage as 4 teammates alive. So it doesn't matter how many people you have alive. You just need to have someone alive, and then she'll do the same exact damage. And
well,
she
you also have to get hit
with like 55k ish or something. So that's a lot of damage increase.
Because
And
was that with any stacks on her passive though?
No.
Okay, stacks on the passive are pretty strong. It's 15% per stack, and you get 5 of them.
So it gets
and
up
I
to
bring to Guild Battle, it
75%.
does like 80k on a Molong or something.
Like
Yeah.
what I think it might be used for potentially is like we just kind of discussed, second turn, right? Double shield will, Tiana cleaving. You know what I mean? Some people
you just have
want
to.
Yeah, like second turn moving. So it's gonna
kind
have a
of the
use.
same way you're building Lydia, I think.
Yeah,
Except
I
that
feel like
Lydia
she's a
doesn't-
budget Lydia for RTA if you want to.
Yeah, so people using those Lydia comps, like maybe you'll see them play around with it and test it out because it could do some massive damage, right? If ruined properly.
The
But she
damages
dies
are
though
really
because
insane.
she doesn't
Use
get
her
the Lydia
for
passive.
her skill 2, not her skill 3. Just 5 hit multi strip. Like I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like that's probably her best skill.
What's her base speed?
Well,
103.
But the strip
She
is
has
50%
700
per
base
hit,
defense
though.
and over 10k HP.
But it's hard to compare it to Shiho. So
yeah, because
Shiho is
I think
much crazier.
She's
base
also
speed.
wind.
True.
yeah.
But she doesn't disrupt the turn order when she's stripped, or neither protect herself. So it's like,
Doesn't need to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. I think
Might
she
as well
does
bring a
fair
Bella,
amount of
right?
damage.
Interesting. I see. Okay.
I don't know. She's in a weird position. The stats
She's-
kind of fit this weird idea because she's like a bruiser style stats, but her kit's kind of main like either a setup or a nuke, but she doesn't really have the stats for either of them.
I think that's why they nerf to make it balanced, you know, because she does so much damage. If they really give it like full attack stats.
So she's in a
Like
better
home base.
position now. We can agree on that, right? She's in a better position, but just nowhere near like ultimate viable, like must summon kind of unit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, again, it depends for where you're. No, must summon probably not, but it depends on what your objectives are.
Okay. Well, another unit
I mean, like,
that,
I need a win AOE, then yeah, Christina is not bad.
True, and I guess it can help some players with earlier game content, like farming and whatnot, potentially, right?
Well, maybe for the giant, but she multi hits a lot, so I don't really know if she would be good. Like five hits on the skill 2 is a lot. Even though you place dots, you're sure to get a revenge in your head. And if you're GB10, if your level is GB10, then for sure she's not gonna be ruined very, very well, and she's not gonna be tanky enough to take it. So I'm not sure if she's really good for GB10, but probably good for Necro.
I see. Yeah, maybe
I think
Necro
at
can
least
use-
she's a win nat 5, so she can take it rather than like a Bella, right? At least she can take it better than
Well, sometimes
other unit.
the giant crits on win units,
You're just
but
lucky,
yeah,
I
I
guess,
mean,
for that.
I'm not sure if she can fit in a GB in the first GB10 team, but I still will consider her as a slow cleave in arena. Really, I think she has a place there.
Okay. Yeah, because I know a lot of people are gonna ask you constantly. Like, what do you think of Christina? What do you think of Christina? What do you think of Christina?
Yeah,
People
yeah.
always asking, so it's good we kind of discussed it and kind of lay it out. She's getting better. Yeah, maybe the buffer even more, but she's in a better spot than what she was prior, which is nice. Let's move on to another unit here that since we're talking about stripping and we're talking about win units, how about Shimitae? Because this might, I think it's a pretty OP unit now, or a unit we're gonna see a lot more of. What are you guys' thoughts? 24% speed lead, 106 base speed, full strip skill 2 with attack bar reduction as well, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Skill 3, sorry. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?
I already see them in cleave comps right now in RTA, in G2, G1, and even C3. So
Yeah,
for
his
sure
skill 2 is really high multipliers because of the speed scaling.
Yeah. It does a lot of damage too. Like, I think it's a very good unit for cleaving, and plus the lead that you talked about. Sometimes the players, they were stuck when they were using cleave teams because they would use Shayna as a lead and then they would miss another one. But now with Shimitae, they can do damage, they can strip, they can really be annoying for the defense there. So I think it's a very good unit right now. Probably a must-have if you're cleaving, just in case in RTA.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely Shimitae. I've already seen Shimitae being used in some cleaves prior from certain people. So with the change to it now, we're probably going to see it a lot more in cleave comps. I'm also thinking along the lines of like high-end RTA gameplay and even regular RTA gameplay, like control comps and whatnot too. A lot of times you'll see the players, irrespective to your rank, whether it's Conqueror or Guardian, they're trying to fight for first turn, right? So you often see them fighting for Vanessa and whatnot. Is this going to be a new unit that people potentially are fighting for speed lead options because of its versatility and viability in the meta of single target stripping and kind of disrupting gameplay on your opponent?
Probably not as a first pick, but because there's still Sierra, there's Vanessa. Sometimes people even play Sama, but yeah.
Don't have any of that thing.
Well,
What are you talking about? I use Fran speed leader. Hell yeah.
Fran speed lead.
Well,
Solid
there's
shit, man.
Shimitae that was a Hall of Heroes, so you have a second one there. But yeah, well, I don't know if you. Well, would you pick it up as first pick instead of Hathor? Yeah.
Shimitae, no, but I'll if you're fighting for first turn, I might consider picking it, right? As a first turn stripper.
Shimitae
right?
is a last pick.
I don't really like it.
You don't really like it? Oh, interesting. Tell me why.
Well,
It's Martina, maybe.
I think like the only way to make it viable if you're not cleaving in RTA is it needs to be faster than the average water monkey, right? Because that's almost like the biggest counter to water monkeys out there. But most water monkeys these days are like 280, 290.
But you can run this on Swift instead of Violent. So you should
but
technically be
Water
outspeeding every
is a
Monkey
better
King.
base speed.
Right, but you should be outspeeding every Monkey King, respective to your rune quality, because Monkey Kings are never runed on Swift. They're always on Violent. Right? So you
There's
should.
Violent 280 Violent with a speed lead is still going to compare well with like a 295 Shimitae.
Yeah, you're still gonna require a lot of runes. Like that kind of Swift set, I'd rather just give it to a Covenant. It's a lot easier. Okay, if you can get the same amount of damage.
Also on that Swift set, you're going to need accuracy too, which means that you're running less damage.
But you don't
Like
think
the
the
stripping
attack bar
monkey.
reduction is a nice control factor for
Reduction's only if
Shimitae?
you're not stripping, but you still need accuracy for it.
If the opponent takes turn 1 and they have 0 attack bar, and then it's your turn to take, right? Take a turn, that attack bar reduction is worthless. So like you have to be in front of opponents.
But what about the other argument of people fighting for first turn and people taking Vanessa, right? They take Vanessa, later on in your draft you take Shimitae, you're banning Vanessa, you can take first turn and you have control, right? Because with that 24 speed lead, you'll be going. right? And it fits into the meta of being able to take first turn and strip something to disrupt and have your team go. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my thought process. It sounds good on paper. That's why I'll semi-sold on it. But, you know, in theory, I'm putting it down, and, you know, that's why I'm asking you guys your thoughts on it, right? Might be a different story.
Right?
what
But
it was
if
shiny.
you have
because they
Vanessa
don't own
drop
Vanessa.
like early, you're not really guaranteed first turn unless you have another speed lead early as well. Otherwise, like they can always drop a second speed lead like last pick and then ban your Shimitae or something.
I see. But yeah, it's just I just thought it was a better option than the Shayna as for speed lead for non-cleaving. Because if you're non-cleaving, why the heck would you ever choose a Shayna, right? As a speed lead to compete. Right? I think the most competitive speed leads right now are just like
She's
Vanessa.
so good.
In just a
They're
regular
so
draft.
good.
Gani,
Even in
Hathor,
non-cleaving
Gani,
teams.
Hathor,
build her
Josephine,
So good,
Vanessa. Gani, Hathor, Josephine, Vanessa, Ragdoll, like those normal draft
build
units
her
come in.
really tanky. That's all
I've
you
never
need.
seen anybody draft Shayna. Tell me where in SWC have you seen them just go, oh, I just need a speed lead Shayna. No, I've never seen that, bro.
Of
You're
course,
trolling me.
of course people in SWC doesn't need a fucking Shiner for speed.
Okay,
What are you talking
G3
about?
RTA, when do they just pick Shayna out of the blue? Well, unless you're running a Martina comp or a Cleve comp. I don't think I ever see that, dude, ever.
You need to go down to the Yellow Land, man. To see 24%
I am in
speed
Yellow
lead.
Land, bro.
I mean, for
Wait,
the
have
same
fun in
thing,
the
I don't think
Yellow
people
Land,
pick
man. What are you
Shimitae either
talking
for that
about?
reason. I don't think people ever pick Shimitae for that reason. The default pick for that, if you absolutely need that speed lead, is always a Zarya. She's like one of the she's
That's
like
true
one of the
too.
better standalone units, and Jameyer fits with the rest of it.
That's true too. Okay, interesting. Yeah, very
It's
interesting.
kind of the same
If we're
thing. It's
talking
just like,
about
you
a
know,
stripper
we
that
can
you're
use
not
it.
speaking with, I think the unit that we all have to go over is Clara.
All right, let's talk about Clara then. I've been hearing it's AOE stripper. Yeah.
Don't make it
Yeah.
without skill up. It's garbage.
Even with skill ups, it's not that good. It's 30 to 40%.
Hands. I was waiting for that thing.
I tried. I didn't try it, but I saw someone using it as a G3 player, a Chinese guy, and well, he ended up losing the fight. But it was
Now he's
fun to
G1.
see that. Yeah, it's really a budget Gianna right now. I think.
Like the
It's-
old Molong. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, without the S3 from Molong, but yeah, that's. But no, because her base speed isn't it higher than Molong?
Yeah, 103.
103. Yeah, so it's even
And
higher
she
than
strip every
Gianna.
turn with default attack, so it's like pretty good against Amelia.
And also skill 2 is actually good.
And
Like,
Skill
has
2 is a strip,
Oh, a
right?
proper armor break.
explain why you like skill 2, Josh.
Attack break and defense break on skill 2.
Yeah.
So like, she literally does everything.
Yeah, they buffed her a couple patches ago too, but just nobody really cared. It didn't really do anything. But it looks like this change is definitely sparking some interest then. Yeah, are we gonna see this more often, or is this gonna be a fun toy, or is this gonna be like
Like,
a
Of
good
course, man. We're
where
gonna see it more often in the Yellow Land. The Yellow Land is where you see the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
True,
You don't
actually
see this
true.
kind of stuff up there. Like, yeah, I just picked Gianna, man. What the fuck hell, Clara?
God damn it, Clara.
Like if Gianna's like core to a Sierra comp, I would say Claire's probably better in a Vanessa comp. Better than Gianna in a Vanessa comp.
Do you say that because of the turn 2?
Yeah.
Because that defense break, attack break is not bad.
Mhm.
And it's a
Yeah.
3-turn cooldown. And she gets self speed buff now, right?
Yeah.
What's her base speed again? I can't.
103?
3.
It doesn't matter.
The thing is, her base defense is horrible.
Good HP though.
She gets deleted. Yeah, but good base HP doesn't matter if your base defense is 461.
You
Just
gotta
run
give it
flat
up for something.
defense runs.
You're like a Perna at that point. You're that squishy.
So you bring her? You're thinking of bringing her in where you potentially would just need a stripper, just like how Molong was, but just a faster kind of unit here. What kind of runes are you gonna put in this
you
unit?
bring her in where you would normally put a Gianna. So basically, so basically,
Wow, never thought of that in my life before.
Clara instead of Gianna. So everybody has a Gianna now.
Yes, and also she's not countered by no will.
Yeah, she's done very consistently without Will.
40%
Yeah.
chance to remove one beneficial
How are you
effect
gonna
and
get her
stun.
fast enough with enough accuracy to do that?
So doesn't everybody have like a 300 swift set? Just,
Are you really gonna give it to your Clara though?
For the memes,
Same
yeah.
way you ruined Triton,
For
I
the-
guess it's gonna be the
I
same.
mean, you have nothing else to
If this
rely
is
on.
if this is decent on paper, I guarantee you, Faint will be climbing ladder with this girl. I mean, this is like way better than a Mav, and he does it with Mav. Actually, Mav might be better. Maybe he'll be offended by that. Actually, that statement. Are you gonna try to climb with it?
Yeah, well, I haven't built mine yet, but it's gonna get built this week. Yeah, or next week, this week. But I've been just like, I've been in Giants for the past 10 months or so. I think I have enough Swift runes to go around.
I've been a long time and I'm not getting anything.
400 speed Clara,
right? I still don't think you guys don't value Shimitae, huh? Goddamn, he just sucks, right? He just sucks.
No, it's like after the strip, right? He kind of does nothing if you brew him as a bruiser. Kinda. Like Asia can cycle turn back to his skill 3 very fast, but Shimitae can't really do that. So
Like,
he
you
kind
have
of
to think of
just
it this
sit
way.
there.
You have to think of it this way. All the best RTA units have a very good skill 1.
This one does. This
Yeah,
come on.
of course.
Throws a small spirit at the enemy and increases your crit rate by 30%. Next turn if you get a
Yeah.
crit. See that, dude?
Yeah,
see?
that's insane.
See that right there?
Now if
Maybe
skill
change
1
it to
has
speed.
glancing, that would be triple S tier right there.
Oh, actually true. Actually true. This could be like a baby Ganymede, actually. Huh, they should do that. Huh, interesting. But I don't know. I value the attack bar reduction from Shimitae just to disrupt and just mess up your opponent's turn order on turn 1.
But it's like if you miss that, right, you have nothing else.
True, but the same thing when you bring
If you're
Gaffis in and
building
whatnot.
a bruiser.
I think Shimitae is good on like a bruiser-ish, slower build, where you pick it into those like slow Molong, and Bulwarks and Amelias, like the slow turn 2 like sniping comps, where you can disrupt their like 1-2 combo. I think that's pretty legit. But then, it'll have to be on violent, right? It doesn't have to be fast because you have a speed lead, and those comps never run a speed lead. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I guess general consensus is people that are already using it for cleave, you guys got a bonus, right? People who are using it for cleave will continue to use it even more now for cleave. For general RTAs, maybe we won't see it as much then for Shimitae. Okay. We talked about Clara, we talked about Shimitae, Leona, we talked about whatchamacallit. What was the other
Christina.
one? Yeah, Christina. Anybody else that we missed here a little bit? On anybody else that we watched?
Ariel, Eladriel, Shao.
Ariel, oh my god, that buff, holy shit.
Shut up, Sean.
He's my first nat 5, man.
I get out here trolling everyone in chat.
I was so touched
Dude,
by that buff.
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as he said that, I was like, wait a minute, did I read something wrong? And I went to go look at my aerial skills.
Like, did I miss
Did I miss something?
No, Sean's just a fucking troll.
Did I miss something here?
10, bro. 10! Holy
True.
fuck.
It's one turn left.
Okay, they didn't
I
actually
cream
go through
from
with
that
the
buff.
Jaeger one.
Yeah.
They didn't actually go through with the Jaeger one. They decided to scrap it and think about it. For the
Just how like
Yeah.
they did with War Young 3 years ago. God damn it.
Yeah. they probably will change Jaeger in the future. But
Freaking out.
I
Those
figured it out.
bastards.
The reason why they changed Ariel to reduce the cooldown and increase by 10% is because Elad needs his brother to help him out because he kills himself every time he does skill 3. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So this is basically
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't matter because everyone knows that when Ariel or when Eladriel skill 3s, he also violent proc skill.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't need shit.
It's a passive. No?
But I think it's very good for
They
new
left out
players. This buff.
After using the skill, you get an additional turn part.
What would you say, Jupe? This is good for what?
I think it's a very good buff for new players, because the players that are pretty new that are early or mid game can now have a reliable attack bar pusher and healer at the same time. So
But I'd rather tell them to focus on building a better Bella.
Yeah, just get
yeah, that's true. That now there's
True.
a
I
second.
don't know,
awakening.
Eladriel has really good stats. Like he's a
Yeah.
very good, reliable. Like if you're starting the game, Eladriel's like one of your best Guild Wars units. Like you build
Yeah.
him no matter what.
But
He's,
second
very,
awaken
very
Bella
Base
solid.
speed awakening. Yeah, but
Yeah,
why not have both, right? You have Eladriel in one team and Bella in the other one.
Yeah, and plus, not everyone, I think, when you're very early, can have a second awaken beast just like that. Just in 100 shot, because they cannot run level 5.
You
Yeah, I
can't
guess.
you can't change Eladriel skill 2 because then you buff or nerf Artemil. That's the problem with it. You can't touch it ever.
Well, you can always do like they did for the pandas. You change skill 2, and then 6 months later, you just up the light and dark units.
True.
As a passive, do
Okay.
that.
I know Thompson's not here today, but can we please not suggest buffing Artemil every
Wait, what? Buffing Artemil? Nani?
I don't
I'm
know
just
about
saying that there's still this option if they really want to change the skill 2 of Eladriel.
Yeah, I think for Ariel they made him a better healer and a little bit more reliable for people that are using it as a healer. I know people that use it in Guild Wars. There's a lot of people who still use Ariel in Guild Wars. It's just safe. You know, it's a safe unit, right? You can build it tanky. It's very safe, so it's good to use. Same for Elad, right? But the argument for Elad though is that you know we're just of course we're memeing that it violent procs all the time, which you know I feel it does as well. But it sucks. I mean, except for the base stats, it's getting killed by an LD4, which is Amarna, right? Amarna like heals, cleanses the whole team, doesn't take the repercussion, and it actually cleanses, right? So I don't know. This is a little bit too much health that's being, you know, taken away from Elad. I feel just for this skill. I don't know. What are your
Just
thoughts?
nerf Amana, you know?
Dude, you're gonna have everybody hating on you, bro. A lot of people have
Nerf
Amarna.
Amana, man. Like, you know, take away the clans or some shit.
No, I like my Amarna the way he is. I think he's very. No, they should buff Amarna actually. Should make it his revive every turn or something like
they
that.
should
But
buff Nigong.
Nigong. No, I think the one that they left out on this patch, and I was very surprised because everyone's asking for it, is Geldnir, the light
Oh, yeah.
emperor, the lightning emperor. I think this guy sucks, and I was surprised that they didn't up him again because they have very good units on the side, right? Balegre is very used. The water, the wind one, and the dark one are really nice, but Geldnir really sucks. It would be the unit that I wouldn't like to have right now if I had to pull another Nat 5 light, because like
Nice.
I really feel he's left out. There's not a lot of units right now that are Nat 5s light and dark that you really don't like to have, like you really wouldn't like to have. Like I think there's just Shazam maybe and this guy, but this guy sucks. Like I would give him a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. I don't know.
Yeah. I think for lightning emperor, there with units like that, light L&D units are meant to have weird or different, you know, skills or mechanics,
yeah.
right? And it's a different mechanic. It just sucks. So I would like to see them not. I don't want them to change a mechanic. I want them to improve on it. You know what I mean? Like I like the uniqueness of different units. But one thing I thought about was when they buffed the Leona, I thought, wow, this is like the Guildner mechanic, but just like better. Because if you think about it, it's kind of the same, right? The other one's a hit and then you get a heal. This one's like a hit and then you get a shield, right? So I don't know. Yeah, it sucks for Lightning Emperor owners.
But the problem is Leona is every turn, not even every hit. Almost,
does he need the stacks, dude?
Geldnir is every 5 stacks. So yeah.
Yeah, I think if they incorporate like a Triana passive into it would be nice.
I see that Once in Love is crying because he doesn't have a lot of Nat 5 light and dark units.
I have none.
He has none.
I think you're not trying enough. That's what.
You should try harder.
400 scrolls.
Yeah.
Yo, can we get some just summon it forehead? Just summon it forehead.
Just remember you said
forehead.
that, so when you do it, I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh god, yeah, he's making me do him. Oh my god, dude. Do you know the LD Nat 5 summon requests I've been getting lately? I have somebody that's that I'm waiting on, who I do a lot of like reaps. He has like 500 reaps and whatnot on his account, and I've summoned LDs for him. He's giving me a 200 LD session. My guildie has a 150 LD session this week. You have an LD session, and there's another guy with another 200 LD session that emailed me. So I was like, oh my god, dude. I don't like this kind of pressure, bro.
Yeah, I told Brian if he doesn't pull me an LD Nat 5, I quit and give away my account.
I'm just gonna pretend like I don't see any of your messages to do your summit session. Oh, we're busy today. What's love? All right. I think we covered a lot of units here with the balanced patch notes. I don't think it's the greatest balanced patch note, but I don't think it's the worst. So I'm thoroughly surprised. I thought we weren't even gonna get one because RT season ended and they didn't release it right away like the other one. So I hope they continue to give us balanced patch notes, right? Encourage them to do more and I like how they didn't do anything too drastic. Yeah, in these battling patches. It's nice.
I think they can't because of the World Championship.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
They just can't.
All right, gonna move on to
as
the.
you said, just as you said, I would be very like it could change everything, right? Like a Leona owner right now, or maybe Wunza, but more Leona, who gets into the finals, like the qualifications for the finals of each continent. If he didn't get qualified, and right after, like because he was in the first group or the second group, and right after the Leona takes a buff.
True. Like people that already lost, right? Like last week,
Yeah.
they were Group A instead of Group D.
Yeah.
And they have a Leona. Oh, that's how it feels bad, dude. Yeah.
I don't know if that happened, but that really is a game changer. I think that Leona right now. So really feel like it's a threat.
All right, moving on to topic number 2. That was a big topic. Yeah, some of the other ones are not too crazy here, but actually this one's okay. Topic number 2 is quality of life changes. Daily rewards now. Your thoughts on that LD piece we get every day? 365 pieces a year. Reduction on the cost of LD pieces from the Guild Wars shop. Reduction of the resources for glory points to get scrolls in the glory shop. Introduction of LD pieces into the glory shop. What are your thoughts on this? As well as, increase in glory points from rivals, etc. All these quality of life changes that they have implemented. What are your thoughts and takes on this?
I think it's to make once in love lives easier, to try to pull more LDs.
Honestly,
toxic.
I
love
Josh
it.
and I over here, like, we need our LD and F5s.
Oh, you don't have one as well, Josh?
No.
Oh, not even a junk one? Damn.
You know what? This game is just racist to Canadians.
I actually have 3. Sean, Veramos, and Dark Vampire.
Game changing.
You're very game changing.
No, hey. Don't get ahead of yourself. Dark Vampire lore, okay? Don't think you got Dark Vampire. Come on, bro. Relax. But yeah, what are your thoughts on these changes?
I think it's cool. It makes it more accessible, and then to people to have LNDs, and they're like the game is also based on frustration, right? With summons, and we know that some LNDs units are really helpful to get to high ranks in RTA, in arena, and everything. So I think they're trying to make it more accessible to every players. The fact that they added also the new premium pack with an MD, even though it's very expensive, it gets to the everyday player, not the whale, but like the everyday player, a greater chance to pull the Nat 5 he wants. Because right now, like if you look at the top players, they almost all have all the elementary units, right, in Nat 5. But the LD, when you got one, like you know that you're feeling kind of special. Sorry, once in love, but like you're feeling kind of special because you have this unit, and that helps you a lot. Well, even though it's a shitty unit, you're just a few on this server to have this one. So it's good that they're trying to make it more accessible to everybody, I think. And more LDs, right? So more Martinas, more everything. That sucks, but other than Martinas, all the pulls are great for everyone when you get lightnings. And plus, the more we go in the game, because it's been like already 5 years the game is on, and the more there is Hall of Heroes in Light and Dark. So it's really harder and harder to get a good unit when you get lightnings on your scrolls.
True.
So yeah, all in all, it's a good thing, right?
Very true. What are your thoughts, Sean, on this as well?
I think it just add on the list that you would tell early game players, back in the days we don't have this and this and this and so many of this.
Yeah.
So much. It's so much good stuff, man. If you're starting out the game, it's so much easier to play. So much more stuff all the time. It's crazy.
People always complaining and wanting more, and they're giving more. And guess what? A couple months, they're gonna more complaints. Yeah. Do you know what the next complaint is? I already foresee it. I just can't get LD Lightning. Even though we get this many things, I can't get LD Lightning. When technically, Comp2 has said they're going to increase our rates of getting Nat 5s. This does increase our rates. Coming out with all these pieces and avenues and rewards for us to get actually increases our chances of getting Nat 5s. It's just nobody views it that way, right? So, yeah.
I mean, like, they're trying to make LDs more accessible, right? And like, since LD like regular LD scrolls are so like they're so free now, or like for lack of a better word. I'm thinking like this Christmas we might get the LD Legendary scroll.
Oh, hey, do you know something we don't know, bro? What is this?
I mean,
I'm
it's
pulling
fun,
that.
right?
Dude,
Since 3 years, yeah, why not?
Dude, you let me know when they release LD Legendaries, because I'm gonna grab the popcorn and I'm gonna read through the entirety of Reddit. Yeah, because
Games
there's gonna
dying,
be
games dying, games
HOH.
So
Rip pack.
I think it's kind of like a stepping stone with the way they changed the guild or the glory points for rivals. I think it's kind of like their test towards like possibly adding that to regular arena, because that's something we've suggested for a long time. You know, like newer players and more casual players are like, you know, it takes forever to do towers. I hate doing this. It feels so grindy. It's unrewarding content. So I think they might be considering that, adding one more point to glory for wins. I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a good idea.
That
It
way
takes
they
really
don't go
forever to do all the buildings there. I agree with you.
Yeah, because then they don't have to say, okay, well, we're just gonna lower the price of the towers, and then everyone who's already finished them feels ripped off, right?
Well, maybe they could
buff the amount
if they
of
do
points
that, they could
everyone
do a cashback on the points.
It wouldn't be worth it. It would be a
Yeah, I
huge
don't think
waste
they
of
would
time.
do that. They wouldn't do that.
It would
I think
it would be easier and more beneficial to just give everyone extra points when you clear, because then it benefits everyone currently in the game.
Yeah.
Right, even endgame players who already cleared,
Makes sense.
now with the reduction of the price of scrolls as well in the glory shop, you're gonna go buy them. And now, and if you didn't know, the last patch as well, or the other ones, they made it to 3 purchasable, right? So they kind of thought about this and they were setting it up. They're setting something up here, right? Every single time they're changing it, so it looks like, you know, it's making it easier. But honestly, 1 point or not, I want to see them do a full arena revamp. It's one of the oldest contents in the game that has been touched the least. Honestly, like Giants has been touched more than that. Dragons has been touched more than that. Yeah, like I would love to see an arena revamp. Yeah, or change up. That'd be kind of nice. But I don't know if they'll end up doing that, honestly, or just keep it the same.
I mean, with the like the new point change for the scrolls, like I'm actually like spending time to do arena every day now. It's actually worth it.
True.
If you're like chasing elemental scrolls, right?
Even the rivals, a lot of people I know they let their rivals sit. Do you guys always clear it? I always clear my rivals before, because
No, I never clear. Like I maybe I do enough arenas in a week to get my Devilmon, and that's it.
But you don't do the rivals though. You do the regular arena instead of the rivals because of the points, right?
Yeah.
But now more points, and you get crystals. I mean, I guess people that spend in the game don't care about the crystals as much, right? It's just a small, minuscule amount, but it does add up in the entirety for free to play in a year.
It's 20 crystals. I do them every time they're available.
Mm-hmm.
20 crystal when you clear them all, plus the daily now that have been upgraded, you can get up to, like, I don't know, daily maybe 30-35 crystals. That's a refill. That's free. So yeah, well, I'm not a whale, but I think I enjoy those free crystals. It's always good stuff. I mean, you cannot complain when they give us free stuff, right? It's always an upgrade. I think it's great. The update in general was really toward making our life easier, and I like it because it feels like the latest updates, they were really focused on towards the pay to win people with a lot of new packs, a lot of new stuff. And now they're focusing back a little bit on the everyday player, the average player that cannot spend $2,000 per month on the game, and that's just enjoying it this way. I think it's really great. The more free stuff, and the more you can play with the crystals and spend time on the game, so they're on the right track, I think.
That's true. Yeah, it's nice that they're you know, taking their time to go around and kind of make sure everything in the game is kind of balanced and met for all types of players. I think that's great. You know, that's a good business model, or a good business strategy, I would say, for the game, right? For the longevity in the game and whatnot. So, you know, Summoners War looks like it's you know, set in stone, and their foundation is very strong moving forward. Yeah, at least for the next couple of years, I would say. Yeah. Let's move on to the. Oh wait, is there any other quality of life changes that we missed? Kind of it, right? LDs,
really.
rivals.
Have you got, or maybe some people in the chat got really nice runes from the new mission?
Oh yeah, we get a 5 to 6 star rune. I think that's huge for early game, mid game players. That's huge.
Yeah.
It's actually huge. It gives you a rune that you can't even potentially farm early game. like you do scenarios for white runes, man. Yeah. So
Can we talk about the drama now?
what's the drama?
Which drama?
You didn't hear about it?
No. Go ahead. Let me hear it. I like it.
Okay, so first of all, they added Premium Pack 2, which has the LD scroll, blah, blah, blah. Irrelevant. Not even worth bringing up. They opened a special pack that you can buy once a month that has an LD scroll, a Devilmon, 3 reaps.
Oh yeah, the $49.99 one. Yes, correct.
Yes. Do you want to guess what the drama is before I tell you?
You can buy unlimited time. Yee-hee!
What?
Yesterday, before the patch came out, you could buy this pack an unlimited amount of times.
Oh wow.
Cough,
Not
cough.
again.
Re-app abuse round 2. Cough, 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 cough. Cough, cough, cough.
Are they not gonna? Oh wait, are they?
Wow.
Well, we'll see.
It's
Last
already
time,
patched. It's already patched. But
that
it's
sucks.
so fucking funny.
What?
Well, you never know if it's something that they wanted to, or if it's and then they say,
That's the question. Everyone's like, well, did they know? Did they not know?
Wow.
It's an intern, you know, that intern that did that.
Yeah, dude. Because if you think about it, it's a more expensive.
But the thing is,
pack.
it wasn't open for like an hour. Like when the first re-app abuse was out, it was like an hour, and then it was done.
Right. How long was this one?
This was out for a whole fucking day. Like the whole day.
Wait, it's more expensive and you get less re-apps as well, huh?
Yeah, but you get one Devilmon
And an
one
LD.
You get way better value for this.
Is this why I'm getting some big? Wait, is this why I'm getting some big LD summon session requests lately? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait up.
My hands up.
Notice.
I didn't say shit.
Actually, I can actually tell. You know how? I'm just gonna open the storage. Sir, why do you have 999 Devilmon?
Wow.
No, for real though. Like that actually, that's a thing. That was a thing. I'm not shitting you.
Oh my
This is
god,
100%
dude. Yeah, because so what happened last time, if you guys didn't know, was this was a glitch, or not intended for people to, you know, be able to refresh the game and rebuy the packs and whatnot again. And people did it. They stopped it in, like Tyler said, in 1
the
hour.
packs actually weren't supposed to be out, Brian. Till a week
Oh,
later.
last time it
And
wasn't
they came
supposed to be out.
early.
I remember it
And
showed
then you
up on
could
some
buy
people's
10,
screen.
and
Yeah.
it didn't disappear off the side, so you could just keep buying it over and over and over.
I saw it happen live on Fall Stream, actually.
Yes.
It happened on Fall Stream live, yes, I remember that. But last time what happened was they addressed the issue, and then they told us about it, and they told us how many people that did it, right? This time, I'm sitting here with some popcorn. I'm waiting to see what they say. You know what I mean? I do know for a fact, though, that recently from last year, yeah, because I don't know if they did it on years before, last year, recently, if you are an endgame player that is applying for SWC now, and you abuse something like that, I actually do not think you can participate. They've actually weeded a lot of people out.
So I think that depends on what region you're in.
Yeah, it depends on what region.
Every region has
if
different
anybody
rules.
else reports you.
Yeah. For example, the China region, almost all of the accounts are purchased, and very well known to be purchased too.
But they
almost all
aren't in
those players-
SWC, right? Wait, they are in SWC.
They are, because every region has their own rules.
Oh, but I know they're cracking down on it more, so I hope they crack down on it even more, because that shouldn't be allowed. That should definitely not be allowed.
Eventually, the goal is always going to be to unify everything,
Right.
follow a specific standard set of rules. But
Right.
like, because it's region based,
Yeah.
you kind of have to go with what the region allows and says, right?
Oh, I see. That's gonna be interesting, man. Huh. How many did you buy?
Me? I'm poor as fuck. You think I spend money on this game for things that aren't just cosmetics?
Why? There's an LD scroll, bro. That you want to get LD Net 5.
Yeah, but I don't want to quit the game. Like I want to summon them all and then just leave, but I also don't want to quit the game because I like the game.
Dude, this is good popcorn drama, man. It's good to bring up. I like.
If you get enough LD scrolls, then you don't have to quit the game.
Oh, so
Yeah,
how many did you get, Fame Man?
life is like a-
Apparently, oh.
I didn't even buy the pack yet. I'm gonna do it.
Sure, you did
Just
it.
to
Yeah.
check. Just to check.
I vaguely remember earlier, somebody said that, you know, everybody has a 300 speed Swift set, you know what I mean, or 300 speed Violet set. I wonder why you think that, Fate Man.
Wow, reacting Swifter instead of whale.
All right, interesting. Any more quality of life changes? Yeah, that was a good note to bring up. I didn't know about that. That's it. All right, let's go on to the next topic here. These last couple will be No, not as long. Transmogs.
Well-
All right. Transmogs have just been released. Yeah. I am 100% not biased, but these are the best sets of transmogs they've ever released.
So I guess
The panda's
the
cute,
last
man.
thing with the
I love the
quality,
panda so much.
I guess quickly, do you guys think the premium pack 2 is worth it?
If you already buy, if you're making the conscious decision to buy a regular premium pack, I think the updated premium pack, if you have the crystals, is worth it because it's already bad that you're buying a premium pack. So you might as well buy one that's you might as well buy the more expensive one and get a higher chance of getting your Nat 3 or 4 or 5, of course, that you're looking for.
Well, I
right, with the
only
LEDs.
bought it because it has an LD scroll. I don't care about anything else.
That's true. That's what
It's a
extra value
crystal
comes.
accessible way to get an LD scroll. I think
Yep.
that's awesome.
That's the legit answer right there. If you already are
I
making
buy
that
it for the
decision.
water scrolls. So, like, I think that
I did it for wind scrolls.
I did it for the water scrolls too.
I think it's also really good if you're casual because casual
Football is
players
too simple.
oftentimes casual players pull premium packs. So if you save a little bit more, you get a much higher chance to get what you want, and you get an LE scroll.
Yeah. No, I think it's I don't know if it's worth, but if you're in the mindset to summon to increase your storage box, I mean your not storage, but the monster that you want to use. No, not storage. I forgot the word in English.
Pulling shit.
But-
I love it.
But
I
like,
love
if
it.
you're in the mood for summoning to increase your box, then this pack is worth. I was scared because at first when I read the patch, I didn't see the limit of 2, and I was like, oh my god, they just broke the game. But
Yeah.
no, in the end, it was
Infinite LEDs.
infinite LDs for infinite crystals. That sounded amazing at first, but no.
But yeah,
No,
that
that's
was a really good topic because a lot of people have been asking, is it worth it or not? So hopefully
Yeah,
that answers
they're
for
worth
you
so
guys a little bit
Yeah,
more on the
I
value
think
of that
it's
package.
really worth if you're looking for a specific NAT 4 unit with elementary scrolls that you can choose. Like some people here are still missing Shayna probably or Lucien in the chat, and yeah, that's good to try to focus on top of the summoning stones. But other than that, if you prefer refilling, then the packs are not very worth it.
Exactly.
If you don't have it, if you don't have a lot of crystals or money to spend in the game.
I agree. All right, back to the transmog topic here. That was a good one to bring up about the premium pack 2. But transmogs, what are your thoughts on them? Did you get them? Which one do you like? Let's hear some thoughts on the animation.
Best.
Okay,
That's
you
one
need
of
to
the best skill
relax.
too for panda, man.
He
Toxic.
just goes, okay, relax.
Like, dude, they make this Aloha
It
beach
was literally
theme,
made for you.
and the umbrella literally says Aloha. He's wearing Aloha shirts, and like he's on the. Oh, come on, man! Like, come on,
Dude,
bro.
all he needs is the calm spirit animation, and it'd be perfect.
I mean, the part that bothered me the most was that if you look very carefully on the left side of the umbrella, it literally says "Fuck you, IslandGrown 11." If you look very carefully. I'm just kidding. It's not on there. I'm kind of happy though that they made it. It's kind of cool. I actually like the animation from Calm Mind from like Fengyan and the Fire Panda where they're like
Yeah.
hua. Yeah, I like that. That's so cool. I think this transmog is pretty.
Don't
lit.
expect a very shitty animation for a skill 2 that is so short, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's so fast, dude. It's like really fast, man. The animation.
But now they give us a full flash dance, which is pretty cute.
Yeah. As well as, I mean, even the paladins and stuff. I went through them, but they're nice. Like the way they look, the animations and everything are actually pretty good. It's like one of the nicest, I would say, sets. You know what I mean? Oftentimes they're like transmogs, and then you pick out, oh, okay, I don't really like this that much, so I'm not gonna buy the $100 pack. I'm just gonna buy, you know, whichever one I like, or get my transmog stones and transmog it. But I seriously think that this pack, like, the whole thing is like worth it. But obviously, I say I'm not biased, but I probably am biased, right? What do you think? Like, if you had
Some
to
people
choose one
say
set-
that the paladin is the least sexualized female transmog available. The
What does that
least.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Well,
we
the-
have bikini skin for all, like a lot of all the females
Oh.
unit, right?
right?
But here we still have like a proper dress going on there, not like, hey, look at my tits, you know? That
I
kind
mean
of
it's a
thing.
pretty short dress.
But it's still a proper dress, not like
True.
like Nelson Agent, you know, like, hey, look at my tits, you know?
But I mean, it looks nice overall. You know what I mean? Like even
Yeah.
if it's a bikini like skin or whatnot, as long as I look at the skin overall, right? How it looks in synergy, I guess, with like the actual character. I don't know.
I don't think it really matters how like sexualized you make the characters because they're so small and they're not really something that you focus on. Like in the game.
Oh, that's you,
really
sir.
focus
That's
on...
you.
I'm sorry. I decided to focus on
Sir,
winning
come
the RT
on, man.
matches, not staring at the ass of my characters. My bad.
You talking trash about my Camilla ass? Like, come on, man.
Maybe I am, huh?
Like War Young bikini skin though. Oh hell yeah.
Like, what about
I don't know. I don't really.
twins?
I don't care that much about how my characters look in this game. This game isn't really about like the visual aesthetics for me.
I like the twin skins as well. Yeah, she surfs a surfboard. I think that's dope. Charkham uses a floaty. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Yeah, Bikini Zyros. That's got to come out sometime soon, hopefully. Yeah, but all in all, I think this transfer pack was really good, and I would just like to tell them that, you know, Molong, please. Nah, I'm just kidding. I would like to just tell them, like, maybe I want to see some other themes. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe their artists do really good at doing beach themed kind of transmogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's true.
But I would like to see some more themes. Yeah, but
Undead
Actually,
theme.
I was
like
not
that.
very impressed by. I was impressed by the skin quality, but I'm not very impressed by the animation. I feel like it's always the same.
Kind of.
Just like the surfboard of the boomerang girls were nice, but other than that, and then some of the Barbaric King, the skill 3 of the Fire Barbaric King is very good, but no one plays him, right? I think that on the animation part, they are not putting a lot of efforts, but other than that, the skins were pretty nice. I bought myself the panda with the wind panda because I had the stone, but I'm not gonna buy it with money because I don't think it's well, like you said, right? First, it's just aesthetics, so I don't care very much about the aesthetics. I prefer caring about my runes or my units, but yeah. But other than that, yeah, they did a good job with the paladin, because the first skin they had out with the paladin, other than the RTA one, the other one was really nasty. I didn't like it. I don't know about your opinion, but it was not nice. And right now it looks a lot nicer. But just the animation that is always disappointing to me.
aesthetics, what are you talking about? If you actually have one of each of them in one team, you actually gain a stat bonus. What are you talking about?
You get 5 speed.
Yeah, if you get 3 Aloha shirts, everybody knows that's 7 speed, right? If you have 2 twins with 3 floaties, that's obviously 100 HP. Hello? Did you not read the balance patch notes?
No.
I'm just trolling.
I guess you don't need them when you have good runes. No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A gold star.
Okay. All right. Okay. Junpei's feeling frisky today. I like it, Junpei. Gotta bring you here more often, man. I like that. I like that. I
I guess
that.
if we're talking about the skin themes, I think if there was a skin theme I would want everyone to look like really fancy. Like really nice dresses or like suits and stuff. Like I'd like to see a couple units that are just like dressed to the nines.
Chimeras.
Penguins.
We have Nav right now.
Okay, Mav is literally the only one that looks good.
Doesn't Chimera? The Chimera has the thing too.
I think we need more of this. I think we need more units. Like, Mav looks great.
They have a couple. They have a
I
couple.
was gonna say that Mav doesn't look good.
Well, I don't think he does, but that's okay. Like, he's a penguin, dude. Like, he cannot look good as a penguin. It's like,
why not? He's so cute.
Do you think Mav is a good unit, Junpei? I'm just curious. Like,
you're
for
gonna
like RTA.
Mav. Josh, take him down.
Wait. In like RTA, do you think it's a good unit, Junpei? Mav?
in RTA, I don't think it's a good unit, but I cannot say, like, I'm gonna face Feint and he's gonna just crush me with this map. So I'm pretty sure it's a great unit. Just I did not understand the concept of it. I think something like that.
I'm just messing with you, man. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a meme. I'm pretty sure there's better draft picks in his box than that, but he makes it work as a difference. All right. Yeah. So transmogs are good overall. I really like it. Obviously, I got the transmogs and I put them on my units. Hopefully, I pray to God I get them along. That'd be really nice. I think the panda skins are pretty dope. Yeah. The animations and the umbrella is just so nice compared to all the other ones. I mean, the other ones are good as well. All right, gonna move on to topic number 4 here. Probably gonna be our last topic since we're going a little late here on the podcast today. Oh, we actually did start a little bit late though, so not too bad. We still have some time. SWC America's Cup Group C is gonna be happening this weekend. What are your predictions? I believe it is Barian, Silent. I forgot the other 2 people's names. Roman Fury, Roman Fury, and Tiger. That's the one. Yeah. What do you think is going to be the results? So
It's
Who's
hard to
silent
say.
again?
What?
Who's silent again?
I actually don't know, but I heard he's a good player. I heard he's a good player.
Oh, I fought him with Lucky Madman account the other day for Leona video. I beat him.
Oh shoot, that's not a good sign. Yellow Star Man is he just
I think what the majority of the bracket comes down to is how seriously is Barian going to play, which means Brian, don't say anything next time.
you be
Like
quiet,
last
sir.
time.
I think that was a coincidence,
Pick
dude.
this. And then he goes to pick it, and then I swear to God, he heard Brian say it because he purposefully did not pick that unit afterwards.
What unit?
I forgot
Last
exactly.
year during the qualifiers.
Yeah.
It was the offline qualifiers, right?
Right. We did the casting from LA. Yeah, for the offline
Yeah,
qualifiers.
he's casting with Evan. He goes, I think Barian's going to take this as his last pick. And Barian selected it and waited a couple seconds. And then he unselected it and picked some like weird unit that didn't make sense. So Brian's like, dude, I think I just made Barian lose.
I forgot what it was. Was it? I think he did it.
Barian
Hail
plays
comp.
seriously, it's gonna impact the bracket by a ton. I think if he plays seriously, he could win very easily.
I think the bracket is Tiger versus. Does anybody know in chat? Tiger versus Silent.
Roman Fury.
Oh, Roman Fury. Oh yeah, Tiger versus Roman Fury, and then Silent versus Barian. My predictions is Silent wins, Barian wins, and then after that, Roman Fury and Silent plays. I'm not sure who's gonna win that between those.
Silent
and then
didn't pick any LDs though. I don't know.
I don't think Silent can beat Tiger.
But Tiger might have stage fright, which he usually have.
But this is offline.
In
there's no
offline?
stage.
Oh,
Yeah, it's offline.
I think from his past history, he does pretty good on offline ones. I think.
And like
Tiger
he's
was in
been
the-
playing
the-
ladder the past couple weeks, so I think
Tiger made it to the world competition last year, right? He qualified, right? Yeah. So I don't see him losing. And Barian, we all know Barian is a very good player, but I don't know very much also the silent guy. Maybe he can create a surprise, but I would see Barian and Tiger qualified.
I think Topo has a pretty good chance though, and it also depends again how serious Barian plays. Because if he doesn't play serious, he's not going to win. There's no chance.
I
Topa's
think
not playing this week.
But if he
think I
plays
did
serious,
Topa
he's going to destroy
today or yesterday. So
Like
don't know.
I half want him to play serious, but I half want to see him. I want him to like see his brain and see like some of the weird stuff that
I
want to
see him win by training people.
Yeah, like I want to see him win the first one standard, and then the second match do something. You know what I mean? It's something different, something we've never seen. You know what I mean? Because he thinks outside the box, man. Yeah, he thinks way outside the box. But all right,
that only happens when your violent runes are faster than other people's swift runes.
true.
When you have the best Yinhong in the game, literally in the entire game.
What about you, Faint Man? Group D. Who's in that group? Can you give us some of the names that are in that group D?
There's Tulpa,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's about it.
What? What? Wait, who is in Group D?
There's Tulpa and me.
All right, so who's gonna win? You or Topa?
It doesn't matter. They're both making it. That's what he's saying. Wow, dude. Yo, wait. Okay. Really though, who are the other two names? I'm actually curious. You must know. You must know. You studied
And
them.
the other two is Michael Yang and Truffle Salad. Yeah.
Ah, I see. All right, dude. You heard it here first. Underestimating. I'm so excited for Group D as well. Yeah, I'm excited for the D. I mean, Group D. Sorry. Yeah, that should be a really, really good one. Who do you think will win though? If you play Tulpa, who do you think will win? Because this is for obviously. Let's just pretend. Okay, you put Michael Yan over there as well as Truffle Salad, right? You saying that okay, you can beat them. Okay, it's a fair statement. And you and Tulpa are last. Who gets the better seating then of you two? Don't be humble. Be honest. Like your actual analysis on what you think. I think it's fair. I mean, yeah. From past records and histories. I mean, you've played Tulpa many times. I'm sure you've queued up against him.
It'll be relying on resistance and violent procs on his side.
What a political answer. Oh, actually, that's not a political answer. You said on his side. Ah, I see. So you say he violent procs a lot. Okay, all right. All right, interesting. Now, I'm excited for these group stages and to see how they turn out. and to see who wins. I think I don't think EU is having a group stage this week, right? It's a break, right?
No. This week they're having the Group C as well.
Oh,
I think there's gonna be Vilipiti in the Group C, the Greek guy.
Dude, he's pretty good.
Oh,
He's
really
pretty good. Yeah, he's really good.
He
And
runs
he's
things
very
that
nice
I
person.
look and I like this doesn't make sense, and it works every time.
wait, are you talking
yeah.
about Vilipity? You guys say he's good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good.
Really? You
Last
guys
time-
agree?
Last
He's got
time
a
he
really-
didn't
he's
make it
got a
to
really
the
good leg.
European finals, and he was a replacement in case someone didn't show up. But I think this year he's gonna take revenge on that.
Yeah, I met him in
So,
IRL as well. And you know what's funny is a lot of players said that he wasn't good. So to now hear that he's good is interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen him
he's
play.
very good.
Shit about
He's
him
very
because
good and he's very smart.
crap.
He's an opportunist. He has units that are fun to play. I think he plays nice games.
I love that guy though. I will never forget meeting him. First time I meet him,
Yeah.
right? I mean, obviously there's a little bit of a language barrier, right? First time I meet him, he goes, "IslandGrown, I summoned my light vamp through Wish. I know you have one as well." That's the first thing he says to me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he just had it. He had it after the
just got it.
qualifications.
Yeah, he just got it. Yep.
So it didn't help, but right now, yeah, I think he has his chance. But I forgot who is on the other group. But let's just all cheer for Vilipiti. Anyways,
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
Asia's doing group stage in 2 weeks too, so everything's happened at the same time ish kind of thing.
Is it a 4-group stage as well? It's a 16
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
Ah, I see. So everything is kind of culminating together right now. Interesting.
I think
I
people
say
kind
Greg,
of-
but he's Finnish. Yeah, the chat's right.
Oh,
No, I say
I
Greek.
think people didn't like Vilipiti as much and didn't think he was as good of a player because there was a long period where he was force picking Sierra every game, and he still does that. But back then, like Sierra was a lot harder to use. This is kind of like before the Shiho buffs and before the Aegir buffs. So Sierra was in like that weird awkward position. He was still doing well with it, but people just thought he was stupid for force picking it all the time.
You don't have any comments on this, Fane?
Oh, I said he's really good. Like the way he plays around or plays with immunity is like pretty nuts.
His brain is just big. It's a big brain.
It's hard to like when I play him. I feel it's like maybe 50-50 or 55-45. Like it's really close. Yeah.
I see. Okay, cool. Good to know. We got a couple more minutes here. I'm just gonna open it up actually to the last topic of just open discussion. Was there anything we kind of discussed or anything that you guys want to bring up throughout the entirety of the podcast there that we can kind of discuss or talk about? Anything else? Because we went over a lot of things on this podcast here. Yeah, through the balance patch notes, quality of life changes, as well as the SWC tournament that's gonna be occurring and whatnot. I'm really excited for all these though. No?
Nope.
No
No,
topic?
I covered it all. I
I
think
got
we covered
beat by
it all.
Leica twice today.
You got what?
I got beat by Leica twice today.
Leica?
Oh, Pepe.
How did you lose
How
to
does it feel?
Leica? How? Why? How?
F in chat, boys.
I'm still asking
F
myself.
in chat.
5% by
Is
the
this
way.
an RTA?
5% by
F
the
in
way.
chat.
Well, the thing is, you can't kill him with 3 hits anymore unless he's already
Yeah.
hit.
Well,
Which
to be
is
honest,
nice.
it was actually the Amelia, but still.
Yeah, because I think Water Monkey King with attack buff still usually kills him fairly easily.
Yeah.
Should we let Chow cleanse at the
If
start
it's
of
a
the
4
turn?
hit now, I feel like you can make it 0 HP. You can leave the Leica 0 HP and full damage.
So if you give Chow that buff at the beginning of his turn, I still don't think it impacts that much because you can still just stun him.
Right? Yeah.
You
What
can
if you
stun
let him
him, you
cleanse
can
stun?
attack bar control him, you can 2-turn sleep him, and then he's fucked.
Yeah, so Chow got the change where he can cleanse 1 buff now, right? At the end or at the beginning?
Yeah, the end.
At
It's
the
just
end.
stupid. Doesn't matter.
It's just a nice quality of life buff for him for like other contents of PvE. I mean PvP, sorry. Like Guild Wars.
It's like pretend to buff him, but not actually buff him.
So
Yeah.
I said this last time when we talked about buffing units and like where the balance came from. It's like I don't think they care about really giving that big of a buff to a water damage dealer in current meta. Right? We already have 2 really good water damage dealers. They need to balance other things out first. And then they can address them.
3. There's Joseph.
Sorry, you're right.
True. 4, Molong, right? Because the
I don't know if
now-
anyone heard what
No?
Josh said. Can
Okay,
you repeat
no,
that, Josh?
maybe not.
That you said was 3rd?
What?
Can you repeat that? I don't know if everyone heard you. I was
Oh.
looking.
There's 3 very good water damage dealers. The third one's Josephine.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
The fourth
True.
one being Molong, right? Island said.
yes, it is Molong, 100%. Yeah, changed my mind.
Theomas.
Well, I
but
mean,
yeah.
you're right. It's the fourth best because I have 4 of them, right? That's how it works.
All right, next topic. So going back to Leica. You guys
Who's
continue?
exploding?
Are you okay?
I think they're doing an alarm test.
Is there like a fire at your house? Are you okay?
I actually don't know if this is real or not.
Maybe you should listen to it just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
All right, you take care a little bit of here and let me see what's going on.
Okay. We will. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was kind of scary. I
Yeah.
hope things are okay for Brian.
Well, we'll know if he comes back or not, right?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
True. I mean, I guess he can just leave the stream on. It couldn't be that bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty well behaved,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think. So, I hopefully you make it to SWC because I'm going to LA. So
You're
I'll
going
see
to
you
LA?
guys there.
All right, okay. See you there.
Yeah, I'm going to LA for sure. So I'll see everyone there. Hopefully, if you guys have the opportunity to come down to LA. Also, tomorrow is when the SWC LA tickets get released, I think.
Oh,
So,
tomorrow?
if
Okay.
you're
I'm
planning
good, by
getting-
the way. I think it's all good. What would you say about LA? You're going to be in LA?
I am in LA. Yes.
Oh, for America's Cup?
Yes.
Oh, damn. All right. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see if it's official for me yet. Yeah, so once I know that, I'll let you guys know because there's nothing booked or confirmed for me
Tickets.
yet.
I was just telling everyone that tickets go on sale tomorrow. So if you're planning on going, make sure to
Whoa.
get a ticket.
Oh, it's on sale or is it free to
I think
attend
they're
the?
$5 or something.
I heard
don't
it's
know if they're free or
$5.
$5.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think I know why they're making it $5 is because the OGN arena needs to be filled up, and the OGN arena, and oftentimes these meetups, because they're all free, right? People just
Yeah.
sign up thinking they're gonna get
Yeah.
rewards. They're like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some crystals, so I better sign up, or
Yeah, I think it
I'm
makes
thinking
sense.
about going, so I'm gonna sign up, and they're not even from LA or even gonna be attending LA. So I think that's why they have
Yeah.
$5. I don't know if they're gonna give the money back, but I know for a fact if they're gonna give you $5. And even the free events, they give you like a nice goodie bag or some things. You might get some good stuff, man, for $5 to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're trying to make money off
You're
of
gonna
it.
buy
It's
the
always
ticket for
worth it.
$5, and then they're gonna give you a code for the daily pack one.
I don't think so. I don't think so, dude. Usually, the codes that they've given out in other tournaments before in the past have been 750 crystals. Yeah, I think the one of the best ones was the finals, the first year. 750 crystals plus the exclusive dragon mount that you can't get anymore. That color. at
Yeah,
least.
that's
Yeah.
a nice amount.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
can't get
what
that
I'm
color
about.
anymore ever.
Yeah, I think that well, I don't want to spoil everybody, but I think that for the world finals, it's gonna be pretty amazing this year.
I
All right,
Makes
now
sense.
you got to DM us and tell us the truth.
yeah. What do you know, man? You know
piqued
some
my
stuff.
curiosity.
I just know it's amazing. That's it. So you guys should make like Famed and whoever is participating in these group tournaments should make it to the finals to get to see that.
How many people in
You're
America's
saying the
Cup
rest
get to
of
go?
us-
Because if you win group, you go to America's Cup. How many Americas? Only 2?
Two, I
or three?
think. Yeah, should be two. Should be two.
To Asia,
So then
to
it's
Europe,
like two in
to
Europe.
Asia,
Yeah, exactly.
America.
Only
There's what,
2.
12 total? 10 total?
Maybe 2, 3 Korean. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Do you think you could be one of those Fate? You gonna make it, bro?
Why not? It all depend on 22%.
True.
He respects the 22%, so that might be his win condition.
Yep. Because I've seen from past tournaments from you. 22% is there, just not on your side. Oh my god. All right. But
Actually,
yo,
that's true. If you think back about it,
yeah. I think somebody went back and counted, and they said it was definitely not your
You
favorite.
fought Omps and... No, you fought Tiger? I don't remember last year. Who'd you fight?
yeah, I fought Tiger last
Yeah,
year.
even the recent
Yeah.
there's the recent thing too that you played. What is it? The qualifications. Yeah, into group stages. Qualifications into group stages, right? Or what that's what it was. Yeah. So there was that. All right. Yeah. Any last words that you guys want to say? Last statements that you want to include in here today? No.
Maybe Fane should play Despair instead of Island because it's 3% more stun rate. So
And what if he does that and he
Yeah,
doesn't?
yeah.
If he does that and his opponent gets 22%, then he gets 3% saltier. Is that how it works?
Exactly. Exactly. No, well, really good luck. I had never met Fane before, I think, and once we had already talked before because I know he's a streamer as well. But yeah, good luck for Fane. When is it then? It's this Saturday, right?
I'm playing next Saturday.
He's playing next
Saturday.
week.
Okay,
Yeah.
so good luck. I'll watch that. Anyways, everyone watches for the codes, right? So I'll watch for cheering for you.
True.
I watch for Chris's beautiful voice. Hello.
Same. both of their beautiful voices.
Wait, you can't forget Stoic's beautiful voice as well.
Hey, big shout out to you guys, man. I think you guys are working real hard at setting up for the commentating, and it's really showing. Yeah, Chris and Stoic. Yeah, making about Stoic. Yeah, really good job, guys. And I've been enjoying them quite a bit. So keep it up. And only problem is though, you got some expectations now, man. I expect it even better and better every week, man. Yeah, leading up.
And honestly, like the production value for the tournament overall has been
Nuts.
amazing. Like big shout out to the
Yeah.
ComTwist team for that.
Oh yeah, they
I
stepping
think you
it
guys
up.
have been
Man.
amazing.
Yeah, that's why Paris is gonna be big. Apparently, Junpei knows things we don't, so it's gonna be something.
No,
It's
no,
like,
I'm just saying that it's gonna be amazing. That's it. Well,
yeah.
if you can.
Welcome to
yeah.
Summoners War SWC 2019 fireworks. Pa, 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 pa.
Now we have to
Welcome to Paris.
All right,
That's
Sean.
it.
We're going to Paris. We're gonna share a room.
Sure. I want to sneak into Whitey's luggage or something.
All right, I'm flying to Hawaii and I'm sneaking in Brian's luggage. That's the strat.
Sounds good, man. I have small luggage though, but you gonna fit? I don't
okay.
send luggage through.
I can lose weight.
Oh my god. All right. Thank you guys for joining me on the podcast today. It was really nice. If you guys are watching from the YouTube channel, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a comment below because oftentimes I go through the comments every single week before the next podcast for suggestions and other people to invite for the podcast. Even though I've been trying to diversify and invite some other people. It's just people have just been busy. That's all it is. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and thank you all for joining me. I'll put all their links for their Twitch channels because they all stream quite a bit. So come in, bug them, ask them questions on their Twitch channels whenever they're streaming. All right. But thank you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next YouTube video. Peace out, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Molong Baskin. Yay.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I appreciate. Oh my god, you're toxic.
You're so toxic.
So toxic, dude. Such a
When
good
are you
skin, though.
summoning for Molong next?
I've been doing like little spurts. I got my Josephine recently, that's why. So I
Okay,
mean,
next time you do a big one, let me know. I'm unsummon 2 of my Molongs for you.
oh my, guaranteed birthday in October for sure.
Okay.
Do,
So,
do you
I mean,
have
both are such there.
do you have Icarus to pair it with, or you just
I
want
have
it
an
for
Icarus.
the
I have a
tournament?
Daphnis. I mean, I could cleave with it for fun. It's just the rune
Yeah.
quality to go first is the biggest issue because those cleave comps taking first turn is quite nice.
You can always
Yeah.
go first in fighter.
The Yellow Land, you know, the Yellow Land's not that
He's
high.
not even saying Yellowland. He's saying Silverland. This mother ding dong.
Silver stars. You've been demoted slowly throughout the stream from Guardian to Conqueror.
Dude,
to Lord Conqueror to Fighter.
I'm farming Giants so hard, dude. I just don't get any Swift upgrades, man. I'm so slow compared to everybody else. Yeah? I mean, at least I know I'm faster than YD, because, you know.
This is
obvious-
why I never have to compete.
Dude, when you say you're faster than YD, I remember that one video he made about his Bernard.
What did
Remember
he say?
that one video
Wait, which-
about his Bernard? But he never exposed his Bernard speed. And then like literally like the second day on another video he gets outsped.
No, I will never forget the story. I like how we're trash talking, YD. When we're in LA, we're all sitting together, like Topa, Make It Bud, me, like everybody, right? Jeff, everybody. And then he gets like a re-up and he gets a 20-something speed Swiffer. And he's like, finally, yeah? My Bastet is finally 270 speed or some shit like that. Everybody's like 270 speed violent or he's like Swift. And everybody was like, what?
You guys are so toxic.
It was so toxic, dude. Chris remembers, yeah. Everybody's face was like, it's just like awkward silence, like, what?
The awkward crickets.
So funny though, but he was genuinely happy about that. He was so happy. It was a good rune though. It was a good rune. All right, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Thanks for having us, dude.
Bye.
Bye bye. Oh, hello. Okay, bye.